Is this officially?
My dad here?
Yeah. Well, Mr. Del Casal, is this your last airing before you go on vacation?
It's not vacation. I'm just running away for the weekend.
Okay.
Play some tennis.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice.
Thank
Okay,
you.
well, here's the good thing. Whether you're on vacation, you know, there's something about summer where the entire season is 1 month, is really like one season long of just relaxing. And one of your favorite things to do is probably watch television. Well, we've got an amazing offer, which makes it great to add that second TV to your house. Maybe you're thinking about upgrading for your bedroom, maybe even your office. This is from Magnavox. It's a 32-inch Wi-Fi smart television. It's LED, it's also an HDTV, and it's coming to you with 3 HDMI ports, which you're gonna find out why that's hugely important in just a few minutes. It's customer top rated. But if you notice, if you've been shopping out in the marketplace, it is incredibly hard to find a 32-inch LED smart television, let alone get it home for this price. That's a featured price here at QVC. And to get it home for 5 easy payments of $60. There's no finance charges, there's no clubs to join. 5 months, $60, and this is yours, and you bring it home in 5 to 10 days. And it's from a name, Magnavox.
Yeah, it's been around.
We all grew up on it.
Magnavox has been around since TVs have been around, so it's a name you know you can trust. But if you're thinking this is an old-fashioned TV because it's a company that's been around, don't think that at all. What they've really done is been forward-thinking about everything that people want in a television that usually costs a lot more money. First of all, this size. This is one of the most popular sizes, Courtney, because it can go just about anywhere. It might not be your big living room TV, but this is great for a kitchen.
Yeah.
It's wonderful for the kids' bedroom. It's great for the man cave. Those graduates who just got a new job are going to be in those new apartments.
Oh my gosh, yes, eating ramen noodles.
Yes, or headed off to a dorm room. This is perfect because it's a great size, weighs only 12 pounds, but most importantly, of course, it's high definition. You want to make sure it's going to be a great, crisp, clear picture, and you get that because of the high definition and because it's lit with LED lights. What does that mean? LED lights burn brighter. Think of your flashlights. They give you a brighter picture. They last longer, so they're not going to burn out. And they don't burn as hot, which means you're going to be able to use less electric and cost less to run this with LED lights. So you're always going to get a nice, crisp, bright, clear, vibrant picture as you're seeing right there.
Well, here's what's really cool. This is going to come with the remote as well, but one of the things I'm most fascinated with is now, even with cable, we have options. And it sounds crazy, but I feel like you no longer have to subscribe to a cable carrier, just like our today's special value. Because it's a smart TV, you can actually subscribe to some of these, you know, things that you would normally have to watch on your tablet or your smartphone, now through your television.
Yeah, so this is Wi-Fi enabled, so you can connect to your network wirelessly at home, or if you prefer, use an Ethernet cable. And you know, I wasn't a big television watcher. I think I didn't like waiting week to week to watch a show, but I've become a Netflix junkie.
Yes.
So I'm catching up on series that I didn't watch and binging. And I love the fact that on this TV, you can it actually is loaded with apps that you will use, like you're seeing right there. Netflix is loaded on here. You have to subscribe to Netflix each month, but you can stream directly to the TV. You don't need an additional box to hook up to this that it gives you that access. Vudu is like your video store. You rent as you go if you prefer doing it that way instead of monthly. How about YouTube videos? All those are free. All the crazy things that your kids did or you did or that we did on air and didn't mean to. Or Pandora. I don't know about you. I love listening to music through my television.
Hey, I discovered a new Pandora station that's really good. It's called Hipster Cocktail.
Okay, I'll have to try it.
It's really, really good.
I'm going to look that up.
It's good. It's good stuff. But one of the things that I love about this is whether you're watching, you know, television, say you're watching it on Netflix, you're listening to music on Pandora. One of the cool things about this is the idea of the virtual surround sound that's built in here.
Yeah, there's so many things on this TV with the sound that are really things that you usually find on a bigger, higher end TV. And I'm glad you mentioned that because if you go into the options here, usually we don't show menus, but this menu is really cool, and I will show it to you. In this sound here, first of all, you have an equalizer, which is really cool, especially if you want to, you know, play with it if you're listening to music. Then, as you mentioned, there's the DTS True Surround Sound. So if you're watching one of those Hollywood movies, turn that on. You'll get that feeling like you're in the movie theater. The one below it, I even like even more. Auto volume leveling. You ever watching a movie and it's nice and quiet and it goes to a break on commercial because they're going to come back and give you the climax, and then you go to commercial and there's a used car salesman blaring at you. It is jarring. It's unpleasant.
The lights are off. You're scared.
It's unpleasant. So by turning on auto volume leveling, the sound and volume will remain consistent. you can avoid having those, jolting commercials in between. How about this? It has headphone on it. So if you have if you have this in the bedroom and your partner's asleep and you're a television watcher, you can actually listen through your headphone and not disturb your spouse or your partner.
Now, does the headphone need to be plugged in, or can it be wireless?
No, it needs to be plugged in.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's a headphone jack. But the other thing this has in terms of sound is two 8-watt speakers. And what does that mean? Well, think about your 50-inch televisions. A lot of times those big TVs only have 10-watt speakers. So to have two 8-watt speakers on a television this size means a big sound in a nice small footprint.
Yeah. Well, one of the things that I think is really important is the HDMI ports, because usually if you've been shopping for televisions, I know ours at home just has the one, and then it's a separate cord to get the multiple HDMI ports available. And why that's important is because our life requires more than one of those outputs.
It does, and usually TVs, you get the more inputs you have, the more expensive the TV. Magnavox has managed to keep the price down, but give you 3 of them. This size TV with 3 of them, sometimes those big TVs I mentioned only have 2 themselves. So to get 3 in that, why would I need 3? Well, your cable or satellite uses HDMI now. Your gaming systems use HDMI now. Your Blu-ray players use HDMI now. Your computers use HDMI, because you can use this, if you wanted to, as your computer monitor. So by having 3 of them, you can keep most of your peripherals hooked up at the same time and not have to unplug one to plug in another. Again, forward thinking of what we're using TVs for now. It's not just about cable and satellite. It's about streaming. It's about all the things we're hooking up to it. It's about a smart TV with a great picture and sound.
And I mean, look at that quality that you're seeing right there. I mean, that is like you are on a permanent vacation right there. That actually looks like French Polynesia. That's where we went on our honeymoon. I'm like, there was like an exact tree that I saw that looked like that. I digress.
Beautiful.
Being said, from Magnavox, the reason that you're able to get all of these features is that crystal clear LED picture quality, that kind of meet in the middle. Maybe it is that second TV, maybe it's that TV for your smaller living spaces. The fact that it's the smart TV for this size, you hardly ever get to see out in the marketplace with those 3 HDMI ports. Usually when you talk about more than one HDMI port, it's a bigger television for a more expensive price. This is why a lot of you on QVC.com have made this customer top rated, and I encourage you, go out and shop Magnavox, go out and shop 32-inch smart television. You'd be hard-pressed to beat our QVC price at $330, because I Googled it before we went on.
Yeah.
You're getting it today for $299, but if you think about picking it up for that recent college grad or for your home, it's just $60 a month over 5 months. There's no club to join. There's no finance charges. Yet you can really get that television that, again, it's not that eyesore, but it's kind of picture perfect with having that smart technology capability.
Yeah, nice and easy to use and fully contained. Yeah, only 12 pounds. You can put this just about anywhere. 12
pounds? My gosh, I have shoes that weigh more than 12 pounds, Rob Delgacel. Hey, if I don't see you, I hope you have fun playing tennis at the beach this weekend. Hey, don't forget to check out our today's special value. Rob and I just presented that just a few minutes ago. 6,400 of you dialed in for that presentation because you are saying no more to contracts